The field 2x2 as they get ready to get underway from Talladega Superspeedway.
Organization, it seems, already for Team Penske. The 2 of Brad Keselowski leaves a little gap. The 22 of Joe Logano moves down in line. They are the 4th and 5th cars on the bottom lane.
We see the 12 just above that 22. So those 3 Team Penske cars very close to each other, not all in line right now.
Car out 3 wide up at the front. Looks like the 20 of Christopher Bell. Hard to tell from that angle. Yes, it is the 20. He's outside the 19 of Truex. He's going to be losing spots with no help behind him.
I think Keselowski in that 2 car, he was trying to drag back to get the 12 in front of him, but there was no push to the 12. He didn't have enough speed to take advantage of it.
Look how quickly that second line has fallen back. It was Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch that were on the front row, but the 11 already has dropped back almost to 7th or 8th.
But the pushes are getting so.
Oh, around goes the 77. Justin Allgaier spins, collects the 5. So Larson also in it.
Oh, Larson. How much damage did he get?
77 hit him in the door. I think the 5 got up against the fence as well.
I got hit a ton.
Quite a bit of damage to the right side there.
My steering wheel is at about 5 o'clock.
Oh, wheel at 5 o'clock. That's upside down nearly.
And that's 77 of Justin Allgaier filling in for Spire Motorsports here in the 77 this weekend. Justin Haley normally behind the wheel of this car. Allgaier in the hunt for the Xfinity Series championship.
He said his wheel is 5 o'clock. That means that it's got serious front end damage. See what happens.
Back side of your screen on the right there, the 24 William Byron gets in the back, a little bit of movement. The 77 corrects that movement, and as he's continuously getting pushed, it steers him into the wall.
Directly into the left front tire of Kyle Larson. That could be major damage.
Closing in on the end of stage 1.
So the sheet metal, I think, is not as big of an issue. They've done a nice job. It's under the hood. You see the mechanic. You see the large wrench to the right. I'm guessing that was to loosen the tie rod. He's reaching down in there right now, probably adjusting the front toe. There you go. Second wrench came out. So either an upper control arm issue or a steering issue. You guys talked about his steering wheel at 5, so definitely contact to that left front wheel, Parker.
Right, Steven, it's been amazing to listen to this team led by Cliff Daniels and how calm they've been through this process. We always talk about championship race teams when their backs are against the wall. How do they react? This team has been super calm. He's been taking them through each and every stage of where the pace car is, and was talking exactly through when they put the tires on the last stop, and on that stop, as you pointed out, they were putting the toe back and trying to pull some of the sheet metal away from that left rear tire, which is cutting it down. So this is pretty amazing to watch this team try and rally back from this issue.
So I think the repairs are possible, Rick. The biggest thing right now is just make sure you understand your crash clock and don't eliminate yourself from the race just by a simple, clerical mistake on the clock. Let's listen into the 5 team.
You got to keep me posted on the pace car. Again, let's get the tires changed that are flat. Let's get the fenders beat away from the tires, and then we're going to stay caught up.
I like Cliff Daniels just taking charge, coming up with a very specific plan. Flat tires first, then sheet metal, then mechanical. Remember, he is on the crash clock, but if he can reach minimum speed, which I assume he'll be able to do in the draft, that will help him out quite a bit. Then you just continue to work. Once you're off that clock, you can spend as much time on pit road as you'd like, continuing to repair this car. I'm confident in saying this will not be the only accident we see today. There's going to be points available.
Like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, understood. We're going to get the wheel fixed here.
They're all starting to get confident and push each other in the corner. Look at it. Then he upsets the 20 car off of turn 2. All of them jumped out of the throttle when they saw that for a second.
Big wiggle out of Christopher Bell.
Oh,
up in the wall. Alex Bowman into the wall. Ross Chastain caught up in the 42. The 19 of Mark Truex Jr. also involved.
Try to keep it rolling. Try to keep
The 18, Kyle Busch, also spinning. Right before this happened, the 18, 14 points above the cutoff
We'll
line.
get him at the roll. Nice work today.
The 19, only 2 points above the cutoff line.
Junior, you just talked about the confidence going up with the pushing. It seemed like the runs were coming and there was more contact, and then finally too much contact, and the 48 gets turned down the backstretch. Tyler Reddick involved as well.
We have seen this so many times. Somebody up front getting turned, and right there we saw it again where the guy fighting for the lead in Alex Bowman gets turned into the wall.
Down the backstretch. They all got out of the gas because the 20 got loose off of 2. Then creates a huge gap and a big run. And the 47, I mean, it's the same bump that he did multiple times before. And that time, it just turns the 48 into the outside wall.
The 19 doesn't look like he had contact.
Man.
Big hit for Alex Bowman. That'll put him in a huge hole.
And Ricky's thinking, man, I've been pushing him multiple times just like that.
There's Truex. See, he was trying to get slowed down.
Let's ride on the roof of the 47 car.
1 lap, +1.
See, the minute he made contact, then it shot the 47 to the left, and now he's in the right rear quarter panel. It just slings him off to the right. These guys have nowhere to go. Wonder how much damage is on Truex car. Kyle Busch. Huge point implications. Here we go right here. Let's ride along on this A-Shot camera. I think that Chase Elliott gets into the back of the 47 Stenhouse down the back straightaway and moves him forward before he gets into Alex Bowman right here. And now I think the Stenhouse is going faster. Boom, right there, and then he hits him. So it was a combination of all of that. They were all bump drafting together. Here you go, a better shot. Watch the 9-car Chase Elliott. Gets in the back of Stenhouse. That moves him forward. Now here comes Stenhouse, almost to the back. Boom, another shot, and there goes the 48 of Bowman. Everybody trying to push each other because it's going to make you go faster. But just the timing of it got off. It's going a little bit quicker than Alex Bowman could handle.
All right, they're connected on the top again. Big one. Crash behind you. Crash behind you.
The outside line's going to have some momentum here. Both lines coming back to the back bumper of the 23. Here comes Logano.
What does Bubba Wallace do right here? Is he going to make this block? Is he going to stay in the bottom lane? Right now, he doesn't have to make a decision, but he's getting ready to. Here comes a big push for Logano.
Around goes the 37. Preece is around. He catches the 24 as well as the 21. Caution comes out. And fire coming out of the back of the 24 of William Byron.
William Byron has had so much speed in these playoffs, but just things have not gone his way.
Alternator switch on.
See the flames continue to roll out from
Right front's knocked off of it, man.
behind the 24.
Yeah, I'm on fire.
Window net down. You see William Byron rapidly getting out of that car as the AMR safety crew immediately to him.
Now William Byron and his teammate Alex Bowman both going to the roller next week, most likely in a must-win situation.
Take a look at what happens with Ryan Preece in the 37.
He's going to get a push down the back straightaway from the 17 car. A lot of cars lock bumpers, and he just turns him right. He gets into the back of the 22. This car moves a little bit left, and it spins him back to the right.
Almost the same situation we saw in the wreck before. A big push from behind, then they get together. Right here, he gets into the back of Logano, and now he's still getting pushed from Buescher, and around he goes. You know, Buescher just can't judge when to quit pushing because you can't see. You don't know that Preece is up against the car in front of him. It's a great shot of it right here. Right there, they make contact, and there's Buescher still pushing, and around Preece goes. Had to Benedetto in this wreck also.
Yeah, 21 to 24, nowhere to go at the back of the pack. Chase Elliott was back there as well. He sees it coming. He's able to get slowed down and go to the bottom of the racetrack.
So much cleanup that's going to take place from what happened here. This stage is going to end under caution.
We got raindrops on the windshield of the booth.
Hey, folks, think about what could happen here. Bubba Wallace in front of this field. We're at a very large racetrack. We know from yesterday it takes about 2 hours to dry the track if it's completely lost, and sunset is at 6:30. If all of these things happen, Bubba Wallace could get his first ever Cup Series win at Talladega. Again, the rain coming down a little bit harder now. And once again, it takes quite a while to dry this racetrack. So patiently waiting if you can. Bubba Wallace, when the caution came out, was in front of the field. The rain started then right away. History made once again.